we are all able to learn lessons from our past, from our own experiences. However, it is looking to our ancestors that the greatest lessons are learned, be they related to politics, education, faith, or other things. In searching the life and experiences of my great-grandfather, I have discovered one of the greatest examples of faith. It was in the 1920s and 30s that economic times had become more and more difficult all across the globe. And in 1923, almost overnight, Germany was hit by an incredible hyperinflation, causing all German marks, the current German currency, to lose most of their worth. A loaf of bread previously sold for 300 marks was now worth 3 billion marks. A pound of meat was worth 36 billion marks. The outcome of the hyperinflation was devastating, leaving the entire country in poverty. Elder Erich Otto Ernst Erich Hubert, a missionary of the LDS Church serving in Cologne, Germany, had only been in the mission field for a few short months by the time this had happened. Prior to his mission, Erich had labored tirelessly to earn the proper amount of money needed to support himself through his mission, and up to this point his family, who were living in Prussia at the time, had sent him the sufficient amount of money that he needed per month. But as the hyperinflation struck, the value of his money depleted. Each month his money would be worth less and less. Very soon it was worth nothing at all. Stuck in the middle of this economic crisis, Elder Hubert did not know if he would be able to continue his service. For without money, how could he do so and survive? He found himself 850 miles away from home, with almost no money. Not knowing what to do, Elder Hubert wandered the streets, thinking about what options he had. He was hungry and had not money enough to buy food. He was tired and had no place to stay. He had very few marks left, but their combined value was enough to purchase a train ticket home. But before making a hasty decision to simply up and leave, Elder Hubert decided to turn to the one person he knew could help him. He decided to turn to the Lord. He had wandered so far while weighing his options that he had neared the Cologne railway station. Finding an alleyway near the station, he knelt in fervent prayer and opened up his heart to the Lord, telling of his situation and asking for help. He prayed that he might receive inspiration on what to do, whether he should leave his mission or whether he should stay and continue his service. And as he closed this heartfelt prayer and stood alone in an alleyway at a simple Cologne railway station, he heard his name.
Elder Erich Hubert? Are you Elder Erich Hubert?
Shocked to hear a stranger say his name, Elder Hubert turned around to face another missionary who seemed to have called his name. As if by a whisper, he answered,
"I am."
The man explained that he was another missionary of the LDS faith, on his way to another area in Germany, where he would continue his service. He said that his train had had a small stop in Cologne, and told of how he had had a distinct impression to locate an Elder Erich Hubert, who was at the same train station and who needed his help. After relaying this information, the missionary began to bring, out of his pocket, several American $1 bills, then several $5 bills, then some $10 bills followed by a few $20 bills. As he passed the money to the needy missionary, Elder Hubert was shocked, for he knew that the American currency had not yet been affected by this economic crisis. As the value of the German mark had depreciated, the American currency had remained a firm anchor. At this point in time, a single United States dollar bill was worth more than 1 billion German marks.
I think that should help you throughout your mission, Elder. Await the day that we become companions, for at the same time that I received the inspiration to come to your aid, I also received an impression that we will someday be companions.
All that the speechless Elder Hubert could do was stare through tearing eyes and nod his head in agreement. Not long after this had taken place did the missionary and Elder Bowen have to board the train once again and press onward into a different area of Germany. It was through this incredible faith-trying, testimony-building experience that Elder Hubert was able to survive the trial of the German hyperinflation. It was this experience that simply reinforced that there was a God above, who was endlessly and carefully watching over us, hearing our prayers and answering them in His time. The two men would later go on to become mission companions, just as Elder Bowen had said. But even after their mission, they remained good friends for the rest of their lives. All of this was made possible through extreme trust and faith in the Lord. Though Elder Hubert could have given up at any moment, and though he could have left his mission and abandoned his faith in this time of great need, he did not. He turned to his Lord God in heaven, for he had a faith that God would come to his aid, just as he did, and as he continues to do for each of us.
To my knees will I fall, will I sing, and hallelujah, will I be able to speak it all, I can only imagine, yeah, I can only imagine, I can only imagine, yeah, I can only imagine. I can only imagine when all I would do is forever, forever worship you. I can only imagine.